Good morning, guys. Welcome back to T2 SMC Trader. Hope everyone is cool. If you can hear me perfectly, let me know to the comment box. As well as, please let me know how many people are watching over here. Who is these people? Okay, I can only say that Vin, RS, and J Marquis is here. By the way, J Marquis, happy birthday, brother! Many happy returns of the day. I want you with us another 100 years. So please be safe, be healthy, stay with us. I can see one of my old sister is here, Pamelia. Hey, Pamelia. Thanks, sister, for joining over here. FL Trader is here. Ishfaq is here. Marquis is here. JSRS is here. I exactly need to know those people are watching right now. Who are they? I need all of 21 names. Thank you, DB, for being over here. I have a lot to say. That's why I actually started a bit earlier today, and I hope that there will be no internet interruption while I will start to talk. Tevin is here, Campbell. Thank you, brother, for being here. Dimar is also here. Good morning, Dimar. If you feel like I'm your mentor, I'm not your mentor, I'm not your teacher. But if you think that, okay, this guy has something we can take from him, if you feel like that, you are not going to ignore this first half an hour where I will talk about the price action. Please don't do that. Focus what I'm trying to say here. It will be helpful for you. That's my promise, brother. Hey, Harish, thanks for being over here, brother. So far, I got some of you, but I exactly need to know who else is over here. Whatever I'm providing you here, this is free thing, free stuff, absolutely free. That's why most of the people they don't give a shit. But the things I will show you, of course, according to the price action, that keep happening again and again. All you have to do, you have to focus over there. You have to find out by following the rules, nothing else. Just the rules I gave you, very simple rules. No confusion, no some kind of feeling, oh, maybe this is confusing. No, nothing is confusing over here. Good morning, Harish. Harish, thank you, brother, for saying happy birthday to Marquis. Yeah, it's his birthday, and I wish that everyone will wish him because this is his birthday. So we have the birthday boy over here, J Marquis. Uh, I don't want to waste the time. So I would love to directly come here. But before coming to the chart, I would love to tell you that like just a few seconds ago, ICT told that if you are not a seasonal trader, then your trading has already done by yesterday's morning session. Yesterday's morning session should be your last trading session. I would love to remind you that this is the first time where ICT is telling Wednesday morning session is the last time to trade. But here, of course, you can see we don't have the non-farm payroll. But whatever it is, he just mentioned yesterday that is Wednesday morning session should be the last time to push the button. No trading is valid today. Yesterday I told that as this doesn't happen often, okay, so I have no comment about that. Maybe we'll be able to trade, maybe we are not going to be able to trade this market. If you trade, make sure you are taking lowest leverage, not highest leverage. Don't go for the mini contract. Try to trade with your micro contract, something like that, because this is not usual. This is very unusual, where the non-farm payroll actually postponed for later. Okay, you can see it's tentative on Friday. Whatever. It's been a long. I keep saying you guys, if there is a NFP, don't trade after the Wednesday morning session to until Friday 8:30 a.m. So I'm very happy because though it's not the non-farm payroll, but ICT told you should not trade. Your trade should be done by Wednesday morning session if you are not a seasonal trader. The thing I keep saying you guys, sooner or later ICT confirm I'm not wrong, I'm right. If you take first presented cap, if you take this NFP, if you take about the FOMC, whatever you say, ICT sooner or later he confirmed that I'm not wrong. He don't know me. Okay, first of all, he doesn't know me. Who am I? He has no idea because I'm a very small guy from Bangladesh. He doesn't know me, but he's saying the way he feel, and that is gonna support my commentary what I'm giving you for 2 years and 1 day. Okay, by 2 day, 2 years and 1 day, keep giving you the information. So it's of course up to you. Are you going to trade today or not? You can see it's absolutely blank. There is no news. If you really would love to trade, I have no problem. This is my live streaming page, that page where I am able to see how many people are commenting over here. Okay, Akshay is here, Marba is here, Marbra is here. Thank you, brother, for being over here. Good morning for both of you. Mm, thank you so much, brother. This is a poll I started. What is your bias today? So I can see 43% people voted bull, 19% voted bear. I'm really curious to know why these guys are pushing here, bull or bear. What is the reason for that? Okay, I'm really curious to know because this is the most important part. People don't want to understand. They just watch, see the market, and then they just pretend that it's a bullish market, it's a bearish market. They just pretend. There is no price action, nothing. They just pretend it here. So I really don't know. I can see that 24 vote I got here, but who actually push bull bear? I have no idea who actually did this. But those people push the button either for bull or for bear. Ask yourself: Are you pretending, or are you really observing the market price action? Today there should not be any bias, not because we don't have any news today, not because tomorrow is not NFP, not because of that, because of the price actions, solely depending on the price action. You should not think about the bull or bear here. I will of course explain it when I'll be in the board, I mean on my chart. Hey TZ, hello brother. I can see TZ is also here. Why did America shut down the government? I think America knows that better than me. I am not able to reply to this comment, brother. I'm not a politician, though I have some own views, but I don't want to reveal it on my live because it's gonna be a contradictory or kind of controversial issue. Okay, so I really don't want to talk about this. By the way, the thing I told you, those people who pulled bull or bear, I'm really asking you guys, why did you push that area, your vote? Why did you put it here? Ask yourself. Are you pretending or are you following the price action? At the same time, 40 people are watching so far. I don't know how it can be 40 people because I started too early and it's still 40 people. It's actually huge. But thank you so much for that 39 people who are watching over here. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure that all of you have pushed the like button. So 30, I mean, just push the like button. That's all I ask you. No money, nothing. You don't need to put anything over there. Okay. This is Nasdaq. Remember, I have a very big speech over here. This is the Nasdaq weekly chart. What is the weekly chart telling me? It's a bullish market. Thing I keep saying you for a long time now. It's a bullish market. This is the running weekly candle where you can see it's extremely bullish. Yesterday it was kind of indecisive candle, and today it's showing that I'm extremely bullish. I'm happy to see that. Really happy to see that. So maybe some of you are watching the weekly chart and pushing the vote over here or putting your vote to the bull. I will go to the lower time frame actually. I feel sometimes that people love to make the things complicated. People love to do that. Okay, they have no reason, but they love to put the things complicated. They think that if I can make it complicated, then I will be a better trader. I used to think like that way. If I can put a lot of things over here, maybe RSI, maybe MACD, maybe ICT's MMXM model, lot of things on my chart. If I can make my chart like garbage, then I will be a better trader. I used to think like that way. Day by day, I find out the more things I will put on my chart, the less trader I will be. The more clean my chart will be, the better trader I will be. It's my opinion, it's my experience, it's my knowledge. So maybe you'll not be agree with me and you will think that no brother, I need at least 1000 line on my chart to understand this price action to be a better trader. I hope sooner or later you will find out that you are absolutely wrong. The more cleaner your chart will be, the more better trader you will be, because the clean chart will give you the precision. The clean chart will give you the specific thing that you are actually interested to see. So it will be easier for you to understand later. So from weekly chart, it seems like a bullish market. I'm so bullish today. Very bullish, not today actually. From the weekly chart, I'm extremely bullish. This is my daily chart. How many people are watching? 39 people are watching. While this market was falling, I promise you, brother, when I keep saying that, please don't think this is a bearish market. Don't think this is a bearish market. It has a specific area it will trade, then this market will go higher. And the specific area is this bullish fair value gap. It was very simple for me to say that this bullish fair value gap is the last gap that is going to stop the market and send it higher. That is the last gap. I wanted to specifically see from the market that the body will close above the concurrent crossment. Why is that? Because if you skip the week, so if you go to the line chart, let me see if I can actually do that. Status line, chart value bar, line solid. Where is that option actually? Just let me find. Actually, I don't remember where I will be find that. Anybody can confirm that where I can see the bar, the bar and the line chart, everything where is available, that things. Candle chart. It's on upper panel by W. It's on upper panel by W. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, here. So here there is no week. In that things there is no week. If you see to this area or here, what do you see? This is that daily bullish fair value gap. By the way, thank you, Vin. What the market worked with the upper portion of this daily bullish fair value gap. What does it mean? It is extremely bullish. The week did the damage. Bodies tell us the story. This line chart will tell you the story. That is why I wanted to see the body will work with the upper portion of this gap. Now wick went lower because of course there was something we will be able to see from the lower time frame, but from the daily chart, just look over here. Where did it trade? The upper portion of this gap. Even if I mark that like this way, from here to here, it even didn't trade the upper quadrant level of this gap. So it simply worked with the upper portion and went higher. Simply I will use that. It even didn't, 1/4 portion didn't trade, instead it went higher. That means this is extremely bullish. It will come to this line, and of course I told that if it start to react from here, there can be some kind of reaction. I really don't want to see any kind of reversal from here. I really would love to see it will go through this line and then it will come here, at least here, before the reversal. Now if it starts to respect here, of course I will think about short-term bearishness, and then I will go higher again, and I will expect this is going to be broken. It has nearly 0% possibility to hold the market and send it lower. It can happen, of course it can happen, because this is one of the strongest line, which is -2 standard deviation, but I don't want to see that. I would love to see it will go through this and it will come over here. How did I know that it will come over there? When I have seen the body close here above -1.5 standard deviation, I was pretty much confident this is coming at least to this line. Same logic I will use around here. If I see the daily body has closed, daily chart, okay, this is the daily chart. The daily candle has closed above this -1, -2 standard deviation. Even if it retraces a bit, it will go higher again and trade this -2.5 standard deviation. I will keep holding that things on my mind. So if I see this type of small retracement, I'm not going to change the market. I mean bias. This is a bearish market. Do you remember how many bull setup I have framed over there? I think 4. I have framed 4. 3 was winning trade, 1 was losing trade. Here three winning trade. Here, three winning trade. All of them are the bullish setup. Even though this looks like a bear candle around the opening, I went for the buy and that was a winning trade. Or maybe around the PM session, I went for the buy, that is a winning trade. At least 20 hand. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold candle. From the daily chart, what is my expectation for today? My expectation until this market is above this line, it will keep consolidating. If it can fall around 9:30 and can go below this line, I will try to look for some kind of sell around 9:30. If it can fall, go below this line from 15-minute chart, body close below this line, I will try to look for some kind of sell. If it keep going higher, I have no trade around here, simply no trade over there. Until this market is above this line, I am expecting some kind of consolidation by today. It is my expectation today. I'm not bull. Bear, depending on the situation. If the body close from 15-minute chart below this line, I will think about a short-term bearishness. I'm not bear, but I will have an opportunity to think about the bearishness while the market will be below this line. Overall, what is your bias? No bias today. Why? Because if this market closed here and this is not the candle before the opening, instead the candle is here, around here, it didn't touch this line yet, I would be extremely bullish. There is no bearishness for me, extremely bullish until this line. Why? Because this is a very specific line we have marked from this price action. You have to have something. This is the all-time high. You don't have anything else over there. So you have to have something that will that will hold you with your bias. As most important level has been traded already, I'm already done. I will have no opportunity to go for the bull market or some kind of buy run. It is extremely expensive, extremely what to say, I mean the premium area. I can't take any kind of buy over here. For example, around 9:30, it actually fall, came here, respect this, and then fall a bit. Then it left some buy side liquidity from lower time frame. Maybe then I will be able to take that buy or something from the discounted area. Remember, discounted area. Above this line, everything is premium. I can't take the buy. But brother, today's market will touch this line. Okay, it will be a 100% going higher, and maybe it will not touch this one, but it will come here. Another 500 handle, another 200 handle, another 300 handle, another 100 handle. I don't care. Above this line, everything is premium without any kind of retracement. It has to give me some kind of retracement. For example, here it closed above this line, right? Any kind of buy above this line is expensive, premium. I need to see the body will go below this line before taking some kind of buy. Below this line before taking some kind of buy. Come here, buy. Come here, buy. Here, buy. Here, buy. Now, retracement happened. It's not expensive anymore. It's not premium anymore. It's discount. Remember here, while the market was here around the AM session before closing, I told that those people are thinking this is extremely premium. They're absolutely wrong. This is discount. Why? Because it is coming from the discounted area. Until this high is not taken, this is the discounted area. What happened yesterday? Market finally cleared that high. I will of course talk about these things. I will have a lot to talk. Please focus over here. So I hope you guys actually got the point. Premium and discount. Above this line, everything is premium. I can't take any kind of buy, even though my bias is bullish. For the long time, I am expecting this market will come here. But still, this is the premium area. I can't go for the buy. If you remember, yesterday I told a specific things. While the body I saw closed here, I told that today I would love to see it will work as a support, and then this market will go higher. What happened? This market went lower, a lot lower before the opening, and then boom, market went higher. We have framed a beautiful 22 YT model here. We are not able to take the entry just because it was just below the new day opening gap, new week opening gap. I keep saying that, man, this setup is the best setup. I'm not able to trade because I don't want to go against new day opening gap, new week opening gap. Excuse me. I believe those are going to be broken, but it's too risky. If you really would love to go for this beautiful 22 YT model or beautiful setup, make sure you are taking some kind of lowest levers like 5 micro contract, 3 micro contract. Don't go for the mini, try to trade a smaller portion of the contract size. Today's market open around 6 p.m. yesterday. Okay, yesterday 6 p.m. went a bit lower and then expand this much. Before the market open, it has already expanded 162 handle. I also told you something about this candle. That candle was an inside candle, right? That was inside that candle. This candle was inside that candle. What did I say? I am expecting the expansion today. Why? Because one Friday, I don't have the NFP. If I had the NFP, I wouldn't expect that it's gonna be an expansion day. Instead, it would love to make any kind of like smaller candle or a small bull candle, bear candle, whatever it is, but it's not going to be expanded. As the Friday, I don't have the NFP, I would love to see it will be expanded. Not expecting the all-time high will be taken, but there was another high or liquidity below the all-time high. So until that all-time high, which was like 30 to 40 handle below the all-time high, I wanted to see that will be at least cleared, and then if it failed to clear the all-time high, I don't have any problem. But fortunately, it has cleared all-time high as well by yesterday, and today market is extremely bullish. So what you have learned: inside candle expansion, inside candle expansion. See, inside candle expansion, inside candle expansion. This is a very important topics. Nobody is going to share with you. Try to understand this fact, brother. Why is that? I don't have actually that much time to explain this. Maybe another day remind me, I will explain why, in which logic I can expect the expansion after seeing a inside candle. Okay, I will explain that maybe in another day. Today I have a lot to talk. So this is the hourly chart, and sorry, I have to actually talk here something from the hourly chart before coming everything else. If I take a closer look around this area, this is that daily bullish fair value gap. Over here, that's that daily bullish fair value gap. Now, I really don't want to use them as my consecutive order block, because this candle and that candle are not valid as an order block, because this high is below the daily bullish fair value gap. Remember, this is 2 time frame order block. I showed you 15-minute fair value gap or hourly fair value gap, 1 minute order block. Now I'm showing you daily fair value gap with hourly order block. Now those people will say, brother, this is hindsight. Please watch the video I have uploaded to my YouTube channel and then come back here. Try to figure it out. Am I changing any word or is everything good over here? I can simply use these two candle over here. You can see these two candle. I can simply use them as my order block, because this candle close is above the daily bullish fair value gap. This two is the consecutive order block. You can see that this is the candle over here. This is the candle that has closed above this consecutive order block. Then this market trade this consecutive order block has been traded. Never go below this low. Never go below this low. So I can use the concept here, what I have explained to my YouTube channel about the order block. I'm not going to do that, because when I will use this one as my next order block, I didn't have the opportunity to take the entry. As well as after building this order block, there was a lot of consolidation. Market actually didn't immediately make the order block. This one was not valid as an immediate order block. It has spent a lot of time over here. So I'm going to use this candle, which is much more better comparing with these two candle, because I have got immediate order block around this area. Lowest down close body close candle that has traded the daily bullish fair value gap over here. This is the high of that order block. That candle has validated this order block as an order block. Did it give me the entry over here? No, it didn't give me the immediate entry within 5 candle. Okay, from the hourly chart, it didn't give me the immediate entry over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this candle as a reference for later use. This market come back again. Where did it came? To this order block, that candle high. Am I going to take the buy here? Of course not. I'm saying you, or I'm trying to show you, time is fractal. It's not going to happen just from one time frame. It is happening in every time frame. If you go to your daily chart, you will see the same thing. Weekly chart, same thing. Monthly chart, same thing. 4-hour chart, same thing. 1-hour chart, same thing. 15-minute chart, same thing. Every single time frame is going to show you this beauty of the order block. Same thing everywhere, every time. After a long, this market came here actually for the first time. It came here to this order block level, but it was an indecisive candle. You know that I don't like to mark this type of candle because they are very indecisive, and as you can see, it's very consolidating. Market came here, built this valid order block, failed to take the low of that order block. That is the consecutive order block because this candle has closed above this candle. After this is a bull candle. Okay, so I can't use these candles as my consecutive order block because two candle, bull candle, two bear candle, then it has been validated as an order block. That candle validated order block, next candle trade the order block, boom, market went higher. So this is an example from hourly chart. More intentionally, I don't need this type of order block actually. The reason is from the higher time frame, I most of the time I look for the fair value gap, but I tried to draw your attention to the order block. Those people are still struggling. Don't make it complicated. It's very simple, very easy to mark. Just do it by yourself, whatever. That was the hourly last fair value gap. Body has been respected the consequent encroachment of that last fair value gap from the hourly chart as well as the daily bullish fair value gap high. So this is two fair value gap from the hourly chart. Market went higher so beautifully, take that all-time high with very clear way. This was very clear way. Market has cleared that buy side liquidity, and this is today's price so far. It is above this minus 1.5 standard deviation. So sorry, minus 2 standard deviation. As I told, it's an extremely premium. I'm not able to take any kind of buy until this market is above this line. So above this line, everything is premium to be for today. For today. So if I would love to take a buy, I have to wait to see this market fall below this line. If it can fall below this line, then maybe I will be able to take some kind of buy. But if it go and close below this line, my first logic is to think about a sell for some kind of imbalances over here. Around some kind of imbalances will be traded. So I will be able to try to take some kind of sell over here, which is of course against my bias. So that is why I don't have any bias today, but I'm not able to take the buy. If I force the market, maybe I'll be able to take some sell. The best case of scenario, if this market, which is also the lowest probable thing which I am expecting, and what is the best thing, okay, that is the lowest probable thing, by the way. If it come here, then I will think about a buy. This is the best thing to do. If you really would love to wait for the best thing, this is the best thing. Otherwise, today, it's for today only, not for tomorrow. Otherwise, you can think about some kind of sell while this market is below this line here. You can think about some kind of sell. That is not the best thing to do, but yeah, we can try that things, okay, which I will actually try today. When it will be below this line, I'll try to think some kind of sell. If I don't get the sell or get stopped out, maybe I will start to think about the buy again above the line and for the all-time high. Try to understand the topics. I'm marking the premium and discount. This is the, what to say, I mean, the yesterday's price action. All of you know the way I explained this unfilled gap with this gap. Remember that gap? I just removed it from my chart. I told that if your bias is bearish, you will mark this gap as an unfilled gap. It will be marked as an unfilled gap. It will be marked as a 15-minute gap. You want to see this market will keep falling. You will see that this is going to be closed 100% and this market will keep falling with speed, with very speed. If your bias is bullish, which was my bias actually, I would love to see it will close this gap and it will go through this gap with speed, so much speed, specifically this one. And then I told that there is the buy side liquidity, this high and that high, which I actually removed, but let me actually mark for you guys one more time. That was the buy side liquidity around this area, this high and this high, okay, this high and that high. That was the clean buy side liquidity. I wanted to see it will be cleared and then this market will respect with this 50-minute last fair value gap, and the rest of the day it will actually consolidate here, and today, specifically today, market will fall a bit, then it will take this buy side liquidity. It would be best for me to take some kind of buy to hold my bias. I wouldn't be able to say today I don't have any bias, but it didn't do that. Yesterday it has cleared the buy side liquidity where I was extremely wrong right? I was extremely wrong because I was looking for sale. Wizard was keep holding you to take the sale. Don't go for the buy. Don't go for the buy. Buying is not valid to this market. I keep saying that, right? Guys, please let me know. That was the thing I was keep telling you for last 1 week, right? Please don't go for the buy. Sorry, don't go for the buy. Go for the sell. Go for the sell. By the way, that line I told market will never touch that line. By the way, here this gap is specifically I'm talking about here. Go back yesterday's session. Before the market start, I told that if this market come here and give me some kind of buying opportunity, I'll start to look for the buy. For me, the best is this market will come to this gap. If it can come to this gap, I will be very happy to take the buy from this gap. Never told you I'm taking sell. Never told you it is going to fill this gap. Never told you think about some kind of sell. Nothing. I just told any kind of buy is valid from this gap. For me, the best is this candle will trade this gap. Later, when this thing happened here, I saw there is the new week opening gap, which is from this week. Okay, so please don't forget about today. This is from this week. There is no gap actually. This is that line, just no gap. That is why there is a line. You can see on my right hand side, it's written as a new week opening gap, September 28. This is that new week opening gap. So I told that as this market tapped to this new week opening gap, it doesn't need to trade this gap. Absolutely, it doesn't need to trade it. And I mean, just maybe it will start to reverse from there. I don't have any problem with that because it has traded the new week opening gap that is actually holding the market. But if it would trade this gap, that would be the best. But what did I told you about this gap more specifically? About that gap. This is the last gap. This is the last gap. Both of them are the same gap. This gap and that gap, they are the same gap. Here you can see that this gap is unfilled and then this market fall. So it's a war between this unfilled gap and that unfilled gap. If your bias is bearish, this will be filled 100%. And after filling this gap, even if it went a bit higher, it will fall eventually. Same thing here. If it close 100% and then fall, it will go higher and take this buy side liquidity eventually. So it all depends on your bias. What is your bias? Why you are thinking about buy run? Why you are thinking about sell run? That is all you have to understand. I specifically told that this gap has to be filled with speed. That speed will tell me that market is not going to fall instead before taking this buy side liquidity. So until this buy side liquidity, I was bullish yesterday, specifically until to this buy side liquidity because I was afraid this last parabolic from 15-minute chart can hold the market. You can see here it is holding the market. After it can hold the market and then it can send the market a bit lower. Later, maybe by today or by tomorrow, it will go through this and take that all-time high or the buy side liquidity and then it will finally reach over here. Unfortunately, it didn't do that. Instead, it has claimed the buy side liquidity or all-time high by yesterday. Absolutely okay. Nothing is wrong over there. Absolutely okay. What I have done here, I have missed the opportunity because market didn't give me the opportunity to take trade today, to take the buy trade today, depending on that same all-time high, same line. It just didn't give me the opportunity to take the buy today. Look at the candle from the 15-minute chart. What happened here? First it came here, respected the constant crossment, fall again. Remember, we are expecting it will trade this gap around here, and then I showed you that with the volume imbalance, it has traded this gap. In the meantime, I kept this gap here. I told that you don't need to think about this gap because this is going to be broken with speed. Then what happened? Look very carefully, okay? This is very important. This is the last candle that has traded this bullish parabolic gap from 15-minute chart. From the volume imbalance, of course, I was interested to see it will trade the whole gap actually week to week, but it has used that volume imbalance here. There is a very small volume imbalance. So this is that last week or last candle that has traded this one, and then look at this candle. I'm trying to expand it a bit higher, sorry, bigger. Can you see any kind of wick below this candle? Any kind of wick, okay? Just open, maybe went one tick below this candle, just one tick below this candle. Can you see it? I don't think so. You are able to see that. And look at the speed of that candle. It doesn't have the manipulation time as well. It would love to break this gap, which some people who should think about the sale think that this should be unfilled. This is the best case of scenario I want to see, when I would love to see some kind of gap that can work against my bias will be broken by speed. That is the speed of that candle. Now, while I was in live around here, I was in live actually, but I was doing the uh, giveaway. If you remember, I was doing the giveaway around that time, so I didn't actually focus that deeply over here what happened, because I was focusing on the giveaway. If you were with me, you already know that, okay? But this is the thing, when I keep saying it should go through this with so much speed, that is the speed. I want you to see this and observe this. Started to respect the last fair value gap. Last candle, boom. Just look at the speed through the last gap. Come back again to the last fair value gap. Of course, if you have studied the fair value gap concepts, you know how to take entry depending on this area. But of course, it is outside of the session, so you should not think about that. But yeah, whatever it is. Went, take all-time high, came here. This is that all-time high before yesterday. That was the all-time high where it has built the relatively equal highs around this area. If you remember very carefully, listen to me very carefully. If you remember, in that specific day, I told that I would love to see this minus 1.5 standard deviation will work as a support. More importantly, this gap over here, that was the gap from 15-minute chart. It should trade this gap and then it will start to go higher. It will clear this all-time high. That is my expectation. I'm not kind of bearish today. I'm not kind of nothing today. Okay, in that specific day, market opened around 9:30 around here. So here market opened here. This market fall a bit. There was a buying opportunity, of course, which was actually just below the new day opening gap. If you remember, there was a new day opening gap. I told that, okay man, this is really so difficult to take entry from here, because this is below the new day opening gap. If still you want to take some kind of entries around that area, you can go for that, but it's too risky. Then market fall dramatically here. This is the candle that has traded the last fair value gap over here. See this last fair value gap? I wanted to see it will work as a support from our daily chart. It will use this girl 1.5 as a support, and then it will go again for this buy side liquidity. We have framed the buy from here. Just think about that specific day, PM session, how beautiful the buy setup was around the PM session around this area, when we have found that it has traded that last fair value gap. The very next day, which is the next day actually, we had some buy side liquidity around this area. That was the buy side liquidity. Okay, don't forget about that buy side liquidity. Below this buy side liquidity, after building this gap, I was interested to look for this area, as well as I showed you this fair value gap around here. I added these two gap actually around here, above this small gap and that gap, two gap over here. It has been traded. Finally trade here, market fall. While it came here, I was interested to look for buy from that area, just from that area when it came here. Unfortunately, that was an extremely bearish market, came around here. While it came here, that was the lunch hour, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that was the lunch hour. Do you remember here I took losses, 1 2 3 losses here, like two losses, if I'm not wrong. There was two losses, then I closed the stream. I try to take here, and I showed you, if the low, which is here, if this low is taken, it will keep falling. That was the low, previous day low. If that low is taken here by Wednesday, it will keep falling. It is not going to go higher. So fine, basically I framed a sell here, it went higher, and I got stopped out. I immediately switched my bias, I took the buy, I got stopped out here. So that was the psychological problem to me. If you just remember, I don't know you guys all remember or not, I told that man, I have the psychological damage today, I have done the wrong thing here. Even though I know previous day low will be taken, it should keep falling, I shouldn't take the buy. Instead, I should have waited for the sell again around that area. Unfortunately, I switched to my bias. I took the buy. I got stopped out over there. There was an order block trade. I showed you in live. I mean, sorry, in took the entry from the lunch hour. This was inside the lunch hour. I showed you the order block depending the last fair value gap here. If you remember the last fair value gap, trade that order block. Market went higher, then come in the live, and then I framed the live breaker block buy here and showed you the live boom over there. Just if you remember around this area, exactly over here. The very next day, market came here around 9:30, which was the upper quadrant and the last fair value gap. I showed you the order block entry around this area. Remember, order block entry to this area and the best 22 YT model over here. I was extremely bullish by showing this one. Both order block 22 YT model has given us the profit. The next day, which is here around that area, I came in the live again. I was extremely bullish. I told that if this market starts to go higher, I'm not able to trade this market. I need to see this market will fall fast. Until where? Remember until where? Anybody? Anybody? Whatever. That was the last gap. Market fall. I didn't want to see it is going to be taken, but I wanted to see this two low, which is the relatively equal lows, first has to be taken, and then this market will go higher. I didn't want to see it will be 100% filled. This gap will be 100% filled over here. I didn't want to see that. I just wanted to see this low will be cleared. Market will tap to this gap, and then it will start to go higher. What happened? Market actually filled this gap 100%, which was absolutely unexpected to me. But whatever, it has given us the buying opportunity from there around that area. Market came here. Next day, this is the Monday, if I'm not wrong. That was the Monday. Market was so much consolidating, and I showed you a lot of entries over here. Tuesday, this is the Tuesday market. I again showed you the order block buys over there. That was yesterday's PM session. Yesterday's session. I showed you the buy over here. Of course, I told that it's not a good place to take the buy because it was all below the new day opening gap. Here was one day that was the day for crashing for me. This was the day. Below exactly of the new day opening gap, took two losses randomly with just for forcing the market. Instead of pushing the button below the new day opening gap, I should have waited for that. Then I made up all my losses from this area by using the order block concepts actually, because there was no 22 YT model. There was only order block here, and then there was a breaker block there. Just around this area, there was the breaker block. That was the lunch hour. That was the PM session. That was the only day was crashing for me. What day was that? Last Wednesday actually. That was the last Wednesday. It was my psychological problem. Even though I clearly told, go back and watch that part last Wednesday. If this low is taken, I don't want to see this low will be taken. It will use this area, and then it will start to go higher and clear this buy side liquidity. If this market can take that low by anyhow, by one tick, just by one tick, this market will keep falling. It will keep falling until the next logical level. That happened actually over here. I was messed up with my psychological issues over there. The rest of the days, how was the bull run? How was the bull run? How was the bull run? So guys, it's really so difficult for me to show you that from the daily chart. If I go to the daily chart one more time, I actually didn't add the quadrant levels with my analysis, or while I was saying you the example. It's very difficult for me to show you guys while you are seeing one candle, just a bear candle, and you are thinking this is going to fall. If I keep yelling at you, if I keep screaming, man, it is a bullish market, it is a bullish market, it is a bullish market. It is coming to trade this line. While this market is here, I believe that a lot of people start to think that, okay, this guy is talking shit. There is no reason to think this is going to be taken. At least this one. Of course, I'm not going to stop over here. Until here I'm bullish, and then if it is broken, then we'll look for the next standard deviation from the week to week. So I have marked them body to body. If this is broken, then I will go for the week to week. But until then, I'm bullish until here. And it's really so difficult for me to believe or to convince you guys to think that this is a bullish market. I don't care how much it has fallen. I know that I will be able to get some bullish or boom from there if I take the buy. I will get that. Maybe one day will be a very bad day, even though there is no bad day for me. No bad day. In last 2 weeks or one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last 7 days, there is not even a single bad day to me. That is the only day where I took some losses in my life because I was going against my own rules. No buy is valid while this market is below the new day opening gap. No buy is valid. I was trying to do that. I was thinking like yesterday. Like yesterday, what did I say? I'm believing that the new day opening gaps are going to be broken strongly by today. That was the same expectation in that specific day while this market actually traded this daily bullish parallel gap here. That is that candle that has traded this one. By the way, it has done a bit later, I think, if I'm not wrong, or it has been done earlier. I don't remember, by the way. But I was expecting this 1 - 1.5 standard deviation will hold the market and send it higher because this candle didn't close below this line. If this candle could close below this line like here, then I could think about the sell for this daily bullish parallel gap. Unfortunately, that candle actually didn't close below this standard deviation, so I was not thinking that it is coming to this daily bullish parallel gap. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, I'm mistaken, it is exactly the thing was over there. I told you the body didn't close below this -1.5 standard deviation. I'm not expecting this coming over here. While this body has closed, then it is of course confirmed that this is going to trade and then the market will keep going higher, whatever it is. But that was the only day where it was bad for me around the AM session because I was expecting the thing happened yesterday, it is going to happen in that same day. So I actually broke my own rules. I took my entry while the market was below the new day opening gap and it crushed me very strongly. Even though my loss was, if I'm not wrong, 11 handle 50 11 handle and 2 tick. That was the first loss, and then the second loss was 18 handle. If I'm not mistaken, that was the loss. Okay, I took in that specific day because I trailed my stop loss too fast. I was not leaving the price action the way it was consolidating over here. Coming to 1 minute chart now. So this is the 1 minute chart, and so first we have talked about that order block. Of course, it was not valid because it was before the news. Before the news, no trade is valid. According to the logic, when Archana asked me, brother, is that order block or not? I keep saying that, okay, this was the candle. Well, when Archana asked me the question, if I'm not wrong, either this one, yeah, that one was the candle, or maybe that one was the candle. But no, that was not the candle. This was the candle when Archana asked me about the order block. Is it the order block or not? I keep saying her, sister, this is the best order block. I don't know it will work or not, but this is the best order block. I don't want to take the entry before the PMI news, but if you ask me about the logic, this is the best order block ever. Look at the candle. Did it ever breach by its stop loss? Never ever. First market tap here by this candle, 1 minute candle, then expand higher. That could be your boom. You don't need anything else. That's more than enough for being profitable from here to until here, which is 40 handle. More than enough. Now it is against my rules. I don't want to do that. This is the news candle. You can see this is the news candle. Market actually fall a bit, then gave me the best 22 YT model. What did I say? This is the best 22 YT model ever. There can be nothing more beautiful than this 22 YT model. Now it is actually just below the new day opening gap. I'm not interested to take this trade because I don't want to break my rules. The rules I have broken last Wednesday and I got punished. This is the same Wednesday. Just after the crashing Wednesday, this is the next Wednesday. Same thing, same area, same kind of scenario. This time market went through this new day opening gap with the speed. Just look at the speed. What a beautiful speed, right? Went through the new day opening gap, new week opening gap. I'm talking about all of this new day opening gap and new week opening gap over here. All of them. Okay, I'm talking about them. How beautifully it went through all of them. So speed. Here there was another setup. I talked about this setup as well here, and I told that, man, this is a 22 IT model. Please listen to me very carefully. I told this is a 22 IT model. When this I got that market structure shift around here, I told that you guys can use this market structure shift, and you can take some entry around here with the lowest leverage. But remember, this is not the best setup. This is not even a legal setup. Okay, not the legal. I used the specific word over here, and that is, it is not the perfect setup. Okay, it's not the perfect setup. I clearly told that. Where I told here, this is the best setup. Nothing can be more beautiful than this 22 YT model with the explanation. Here I told it's not the perfect setup. I just got the market structure shift. I explained you why it was not the perfect market structure shift or everything, why it is not the valid or the best model 22 YT model. But you guys can take it try over here if you want. If it works perfect, if it doesn't work, just let it go. Okay, I don't have anything to say over here because this is not a perfect model 22 YT model, so you can just take a chance over here. Of course, you will get stopped out by 20 handle because I showed you that stop loss has to be below this candle, which is the breakaway gap, which has 19 handle and 75 sorry 3 ticks over here. So which maybe you'll be get stopped out over here by 19 handle. Then this market went higher. It was above the gap I wanted to see. Will be will go dramatically around here. What happened? Finally, this market has built the SMT here. You see. You see, this low has cleared over here by ES around here. That low has cleared by here, and this low didn't clear over here, which is a perfect SMT. After building or after making the SMT, it has built a perfect 22 YT model over here. This is the low that should clear the liquidity, made a swing high, which is valid for shifting market structure. Then shift the market. That was the entry gap, that was the breakaway gap. I was trying to take this entry, but it never come back again to this entry gap. I was trying to target here. There was the buy side liquidity from 15-minute chart. If you don't remember, forget which was my target actually. So that has been cleared, and I was thinking it will maximum trade until the 50% of this last parallel gap from 15-minute chart, and then it will consolidate, which it was doing at the beginning, and then finally around 2 p.m. it went a bit higher, a bit volatility, and finally with this bad price action, it has cleared the buy side liquidity. Here I have found that even though that was a perfect setup, this market never come to this fair value gap. So you can see here, that is the fair value gap. So if I were trying to trade this trade, I would never get entry over here. At the same time, I found the volume imbalance over here. This is the closing of this candle. This is the open of this candle. So there is a small volume imbalance over here that has been actually traded around this area. I'm not a volume imbalance trader, of course. I'm a fair value gap trader, so I try to take my entry from the fair value gap, not from the volume imbalance, where it has traded this small volume imbalance and then it went higher. So of course I will have no opportunity to take this trade, even though that was one of the best entry opportunity around the PM session, but market never give me the entry opportunity from the PM session. And then market has cleared the all-time high. This was the all-time high, which Mr. T2 is yelling or screaming for last 2 weeks. Think about buy, think about buy, think about buy. This is not a bearish market. Please don't focus on the chat. They don't know what they're talking about. Just focus to me, focus on the price action. This is the bullish market. This market is going to take the all-time high, and it is going to reach at least until this line. Then I will observe actually if the body can close above this line, it will come very specific way until that line. If the body doesn't close above this line, instead of the daily candle start to respect this line, maybe there will be some kind of retracement, then finally it will come to this line. Either way, it's coming to this line. But if it reverse from here, that is very unusual. I really don't want to see that, but it is possible that it can reverse from here. I don't want to see that. It's very weak line to me. So yeah, that is all for you guys. I'm not able to show you all of this price action before it has already happened. I'm not able to show this to you because I'm not a future maker, right? But all I can tell you that focus when I'm explaining the price action. Just focus over here. How I'm doing that. How I'm deciding that this is a bullish day, this is a bearish day. Even if my bias is wrong, how I can make the profit from that wrong bias day. Even I'm wrong for 1 or 2 days, more specifically 1 or 2 days, how I'm going to be right for next 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, 10 days. How I'm going to be right around over there. Focus over there, learn that, and then take it from me. Be free. Don't depend on Tania, Patrick, T2. Who else is there? I think Lumi, ICT. Don't depend on anyone. You are here for your freedom. Take your freedom. Whoever is going to give you the knowledge for being free, take the knowledge, leave them. Later, just come back, appreciate them, no problem. But this all information, you are just listening. Don't just listen. After the end of the day, when the market is closed around 4, 5 p.m. Newark local time, open your chart. Start to analyze from the weekly to until 1 minute chart. See what you have done. Is this the same thing you are expecting? Where was you wrong? Why you was wrong? Okay, let's check T2 what he has done. Okay, he is talking like that way. Did it happen like that same way? Okay, if it happened like that way, how did he know that? Focus on my explanation. Every single day I'm doing this explanation before the market open. Almost every single day, okay? Almost every single day. I'm doing this. Like I have done this today. I have done this already today. What is my expectation? Why is that is my expectation, and how I'm going to frame my trade? So I have a plan. I have a very specific plan. If the market works with the plan, oh man, I'm jumping on the trade. If it doesn't, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to take any kind of trade over there. Why? Because my plan is not working over there. So everything depends on the plan. You have to make the plan. After the closing, every day, if you're serious about the trading, if you're not, congratulations, brother, you can enjoy the entertainment. You are very welcome to enjoying the show over here. I'm a guy, I'm an Asian guy from Bangladesh. My English is not good. My pronunciation is not good. Very difficult to understand. Sometimes you feel like I'm rude because my voice is something like that. I'm trying to give you something that you are not going to get from anyone, from anywhere, from anything or any place. Even you pay them, even you don't pay them. Nobody, simply nobody, I'm challenging. Instead of ICT himself, okay? Instead of ICT, because ICT is my mentor, by the way. Instead of ICT, I'm challenging you. There is not even a single person who will explain you everything from bottom to the top. Why, when, how. You will never, ever get these three answers from anyone every single day by following the same rules. Same thing every single day. I never tell that, man, this worked yesterday, so maybe this will work today. No, I don't say like that. I told that this is the logic. It worked yesterday, it will work today, it will work tomorrow, it will work forever. But not always. Maybe sometimes it will not work. That happens. Nothing is 100%. But the same rules, same logic, same explanation, same setup, you are going to see every single day. Everything will be the same, exactly same. Not something like this time, it's be different. No, everything will be specific because this market derived by the algorithm, and the algorithm is not going to change it by itself every single day. They are doing the same thing. Liquidity taken, go liquidity taken. Liquidity to liquidity, liquidity to liquidity. After liquidity taken, take some rest inside a gap. Start to go for the next liquidity. You took the liquidity, take some rest in the gap. What did I told you at the beginning, guys? Just 4 minutes left before my lecture is done because market is going to open. By the way, what did I tell you? Man, you are in a marathon, but here your facility is you will be able to make some food, to take some food in this marathon. So when you will take the food, you are full, your stomach is full, your belly is full, you won't be able to start running again. So what do you need? Take some rest. So there is a rest room. Go over there, take the rest, then start to run again. For next food, you are not running towards somewhere there is no food, because if you do that you will die. You are in the middle of the desert. You have to run toward the liquidity, and this is the way this market is working, man. Thank you guys if you really understand all of these things, because now everything is hindsight. But while I was explaining them, it was not hindsight. Exactly after closing above this high, when the market has closed no, sorry, not above that high, when the market has closed above this gap. So after closing above this gap, while I have seen this candle, I don't think so. This was the candle. Okay, actually above this candle. So it was here, not there. I'm so sorry because that was the order block. I was using this one as an order block as well as this order block. So these two candle I was using as the order block. So when this candle has closed here, here, that was the candle. I was bullish every single day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This 17 days I was extremely bullish. If you actually skip today, then 16 day I was extremely bullish. Until here, I was bearish. Well, this market came here, I was extremely bearish every single day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This 18 days I was extremely bearish. Now you can actually uh, go back and check my live every day. I was extremely bearish over there. I got the confirmation. No, I'm not bearish anymore. Let's go for the buy again. Okay, I've started to look for the buy. Every single day I'll be bullish until this market is not going to touch this one. Depending on this candle close, of course, because if this candle does fail to close above this line, then maybe I'll think differently. But if it closed above this line, I don't care how many days it will take to reach over here. I'll be extremely bullish. There is nothing called fake breakout about the standard deviation, by the way. So guys, we are very near to the opening. So 9:30, you already know what is my expectation. If it works like that way, I'll try to take some trade. Otherwise, as ICT told, if you are not a seasonal trader, then your trading should be done by Wednesday morning session. So of course, you can follow what ICT told. We'll try to make some, and we'll see if there is some. Okay. So yeah, that's all, guys. I would really love to request you guys about to pushing button. I can see 134 people are watching, 44 likes, which is absolutely unfair. Please don't force me to be rude because you are not pushing the like. So please push the like button. That is all I am asking. I'm not asking you to give me money here. So you can see that it's €0. I'm really happy that it is €0. I don't need the anything over here. See, I'm not asking. Please be the member of your YouTube. No, nothing. I'm asking just push the like button. That's all I am asking. And thank you guys for joining to this what to say the poll. The 53% people who are bull, I believe that they will start to regret. So out of 105 votes, I got 53% people. I believe they will regret. They will regret at the end of the day. I don't want them to be regret, but they will regret. Okay. So this is the 9:30 open, and let me see if I can mark the opening gap. Oh man, it's a huge opening gap, by the way. Uh, that is the opening gap. I'm more interested to look for sell here actually, but I think it's not a market structure issue, by the way. Yeah, I can't do that actually. I can't use this area to take my sell. Had some sell side liquidity actually, so beautiful sell side liquidity here, here, and there. You can see so beautiful sell side liquidity here as well. So I have a lot of sell side liquidity, but I don't want to use this gap to take my sell because this market structure shift is not that much prominent to me. Okay, so I will not take this sell. Better wait. Uh, guys, if you have any question, you just ask me now because I'm now watching, I'm reading the chat. Okay, so whatever you have asked me before, I'm not able to read the questions. Well, I'm waiting for the setup. Again, I'm not bullish. I will not take any kind of buy until market is above this line. This black, see this blue line. I'm not interested to take any kind of buy until this market is above this line. So if you ask me, better I will think about sell, but no buy. because this is deep premium. I'm not interested to take the buy while the price is too much high. So I went to the market and I found that 1 kilo rice is kind of $500. While I know that the 1 kilo rice will be just $50 after 1 hour, maybe after 2 hours. Don't want to buy around by knowing that okay, it's gonna fall. Price is going to fall from $500 to $50 within 1 hour. I don't want to buy it because I have to sell this again. This rice I have to sell it again. Okay. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Rajkumari, Aziz Katia. Maybe New York will be bearish. I'm bearish. I'm not bearish. I'm not saying that I'm bearish, but I'm not bullish. That's all. Okay. I don't have any bias, but if you force me, I'm thinking about sell. That's all I told at the beginning. That's all I told you about the beginning. At the beginning. But yeah, of course, I'm not able to take the sell exactly over here. Just the reason is I don't have anything to take the sell. I don't have any model. I don't have anything over here. Just I feeling this is a bearish market. So depending on my feelings, I don't want to take sell. I need something that will tell me take the sell. So it can be some kind of bearish fair value gap from 15-minute chart, bearish inversion fair value gap, anything. But I need something from the 15-minute chart. I can see Winston Locke is here. Light brother, thank you. I can see Mahdi is here. Thank you, Mahdi, for being over here. Please let me know what is your bias, Mahdi. I'm against 53% of the people of 53% of my viewers. 53% of my viewers are thinking about bullish. First presented gap is in. Uh Let me check. Yeah, it's the first presented gap, brother. Let's see if the first presented gap works or not. I mean, if it can come here, how much will be the stop loss? Not bad, not big. Okay. I have no bias for today. Oh man, then to whom I am going to argue? I need someone who has the bearish bias. I know. So please tell me who has the bearish bias. Then I can actually argue with him. I need someone to argue. I'm just kidding, by the way. This is the upper quadrant of the opening gap. Upper quadrant of the opening gap. Okay, and this is that line I told that until this market is above this line, this is an expensive market, premium market. I'm not able to take any kind of buy until this market is above this line. Kuba will take the charge. Kuba, where is he? Kuba is irregular. Actually, now these days, I believe he has found another guy who is better than me, and he is trying to learn the market with him. Kuba, let us know, brother, if I'm right. Already bearish, took profit already. Wow, gang job. Congratulations, brother. At least you didn't take the buy over here. I really appreciate it, man. Jamie is here. Good morning, Jamie. And I can see Kuba is here. Guys, this is the birthday of J. Marquis. You know the guy, J. Marquis. This is his birthday. So everyone please wish him, okay? Best way is when the right are closed and new to opening a trade will buy, selling maybe if there is a safety. Yeah, man, selling is a bit risky, but as I told, the best case of scenario to take the buy while the market will fall. Sorry, I am out. Could you repeat? Nothing. I didn't say anything, Kuba. I am took a short and 927 holding until 4 hour fair value gap. Congratulations, brother, for your winning, brother. You're most welcome, Marquis. Now you can see many happy returns to you, brother. People didn't wish me like the way they're wishing you. They didn't wish me like that way. Okay, I'm feeling jealous. Of course, brother, it can keep falling. The more it will fall, the better for me to take the buy. But when it will go from 15-minute chart close below this line, that is my opportunity to think about a sell, which is a low probability, of course, but that is of course that is an opportunity for me to think about a sell. The 50-minute candle close below this line. Until the 50-minute candle doesn't close below this line, no sell is valid. So after revisiting below this line, any kind of buy is valid. Any kind of buy is valid above this line again. This is the 50% of that opening gap, today's opening gap, upper quadrant, lower quadrant. Uh, 25073 is a good sell side. This is a question, Jamie. 25073. Yes, sir. That is a very nice sell side liquidity here. Actually, I have sell side liquidity here. See this lows, that low, and that low. They're the relatively equal lows. I have the sell side here. I have the sell side here, around here. I have the sell side here as well. I have sell side here. This line, I have sell side here as well. I have a lot of sell side liquidity. That's why I didn't mark the sell side liquidity. Don't try to catch the falling knife. So far it has traded the 50% of that opening gap. It's time to see how the 50-minute candle is going to close. If the 50-minute candle close above the blue line, which you can see on my right hand side, 25102.25. If it close above that line, I'll start to think about buy again. Otherwise, if it close below this line, I will, in a short period of time, I'll think about sell. What do you mean by that, brother? Trading checklist. We just hit 50% of the opening range gap. Yes, sir, I can see that. This red line is the 50% of the opening range gap. All I need to see how the 50-minute candle is going to close. That's all I'm actually interested to see. What do you mean by trading checklist, brother? You have to explain me that first. The requirements to take an entry? Is that your question? Congratulations, NQ Slayer. Boom for you, brother. I got one guy who has already got 100 plus ticks. Congratulations, brother. This is the midnight open. Okay, this line is the midnight open. A very strong support. Don't forget about that line. A very strong support. Don't try to catch the falling knife. There was no entry, Marquis. You take an entry, what you see, please tell. I look for 22 YT model, some kind of liquidity taken, market structure shift, fair value gap, then I frame my trade, brother. Right now I'm working with that. Sometimes I look for the order block. So it has to trade some fair value gap from higher time frame. The highest up close or lowest down close body close candle is going to be my order block if I work with the order block. Right now I'm working with 22 YT model, which is ICT 2022 YT mentorship. So for this model, I need the requirements. First, it has to take some liquidity. Then the market structure shift with a fair value gap. Immediate reaction from that fair value gap. If there is a liquidity, I go for the trade. Do you have bias to take the entry, or you are just depending on the market structure shift? Of course, I have the bias. I have to have the bias. Without the bias, there is no trade. That was all I was talking for last 1 hour. How important to hold the bias. Without bias, if you trade, that's kind of gambling. Don't try to catch the falling knife. Hey, Glenn, good morning. Rana, we have a video, brother. You have to watch that video because premium and discount. First, you have to understand what is premium and discount. If you don't understand the premium and discount, then how can I tell you that take the buyer on the premium, sorry, discount and to take the buyer on the premium? So you have to first understand premium and discount. What is that? Looking for bullish order block to trade inverse 50-minute parallel gap. Let's see. This is the upper quadrant of the opening gap. Tapped to the upper quadrant of the opening gap. Let me check if I have anything over here. Okay, perfect. I have the bullish parallel gap from the hourly chart. Why hourly chart? Check the 50-minute chart, then you will understand why the hourly chart. Guys, I'm not doing it, but you guys will do it. Whoever watched the video about the order block, you guys are going to do that. Okay, I will show that as in hindsight because I want to see how many of you can actually do that. I need to see that. I'm not asking to take the entry, at least mark it. Let me know everything. Because this I have explained a very beautiful way. There can be nothing more beautiful the way I have explained the order block. Now it's your time. I'm showing you when you should look for that. Now I'm telling you that you should look for that now to find the best order block. Do it. Thank you, Rana. Can you use the liquidity sweep, then waiting for the displacement, then a market structure shift? Is this good? Of course, that is good, brother. Of course, that is good. That is good. I think Latin. Okay, if I'm not wrong, brother. If I'm mistaken, I'm so sorry. But I believe you are Latin, brother. I think you are new here. So you have to give me some times, at least 1 week, to understand the way I read the market. Then you will actually get everything. How many of you are marking the order block here? Just let me know. How many of you are marking the order block? Okay, ready. Let me know which is your order block. Which candle is your order block? Perfect, I got you. Now let me know which candle is your order block. Just let me know the time. There is no buy in premium, brother. You can't take the buy when the market is around the premium. Uh, 943, 941, 943, 943, 943. Okay, a lot of people are marking 943. Let me check where is 943. Oh, those people are saying this is the mark. I mean, I didn't read the name. I just didn't read the name. Who is marking this as a order block? Those people are writing this order block. This one as a order block. Did you watch the video I have uploaded like 2 days ago? Did you do that? Did you watch that video? Those people who write down 940, 940, 940, okay, 943. I don't know again. I don't know who has marked them as your order block. Whoever has marked it as your order block and watch that video I have uploaded, please rewatch that video again. It's my request. Please rewatch that video one more time. And those people actually marked this candle as your order block. Okay, I really appreciate you guys. Whoever has marked this one as an order block, I really appreciate you guys. Until now, okay, until now. So, of course, it is not the order block yet. And those people who has marked this one as your order block, find out why I'm asking you to look for this the video again. Okay, what is wrong over here? Why I'm marking this one, not that one? Why it is not valid? Okay, please rewatch. It's my request. So this is not even the water block anymore because the body, I think it is going to close below this candle. So it's not. So those people who are marked here as your water block, look, you have survived. Body didn't close above this high. So you don't have the opportunity to take the buy, right? You didn't have the opportunity. So you failed to mark it as an water block because market didn't make this as an water block. And those people who marked it, they already got their loss because they have just marked it like what to say. I mean, they're just making this complicated. Simple. It's not water block. So water block didn't work. No man, water block was not there. There was no water block. If this candle could close above this line, yes, then it could be the water block. It didn't. So there is no loss, there is no win. Just there was no water block, there was no entry. Simple. No, the 50 minute is not better in this condition. The reason is, brother, just look at this 50 minutes candles. It's not, it's, man, if I compare this price action, okay, there is a gap, market trade this gap, went higher, another gap, some gap here, a bit little more gap here. If you go 4 hour chart, much more beautiful. Now come from 4 hour to 1 hour. Bit messy, but still we can use this gap because it's clear. Not so messy, right? Not like this type of price action. Not like this type of price action. Not like them. It's bit clear. Like the gaps are very clear. One, two, three, four gap. Five gap, I guess. So when the market will come here, if it come here, of course, then it's gonna be a bit difficult. But here it's very clear this is a gap. If I come to 15-minute chart, just look at this price, man. Just look, just look, just look. What is this? Just a messy price action. Nothing over here that is important. What is the beautiful price action? This is the beautiful price action. Nice gap. Trade this gap, bit consolidation, fall again. Beautiful gap. This bad price action. Again, this beautiful price action. Fair value gap. Trade that gap, fall. Nice, beautiful price action. Beautiful price action. This shit. I can't use this price over here. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this. What is this? Absolute shit. I can't use that. Okay, thank you, Kuba. 24409 valid for market structure shift 24409. This one 24409. Can you please tell me the time, brother? Which time you were asking? If you are asking about lower market structure shift, there is no lower market structure shift. No liquidity taken, no sell setup. No liquidity taken, no sell setup. If you are asking about the higher market structure shift, for example, until now this swing high is valid for shifting market structure. Until now. No, ICT never said that buy in the premium and sell in the discount. ICT never told that. Okay, I think you have misunderstood. Buy in the discount, sell in the premium. Okay, ICT told sell in the premium because premium means high price. Sell when the market is around the premium price and buy when the market is around the discounted price. 951. This one, no, it's just look, brother. Can you mark it like this way? This is a swing high. This is not a swing high because they are the sideways candle. But here, this is a swing. Look here, this is a swing. See, swing here. But they are just sideways candle. So 943 was not. Brother, you have to watch the video I have uploaded, Manu. I will not reply that one. There is no breaker block for me, by the way. I will not reply because I have already showed you this with the live example by making a video. I can't go through the same thing again and again. You have to watch that one if you want. Otherwise, just let it go. Can 949 be an order block? 949. Of course, man. Until now, it can be if the body close. Until now, okay, I don't know how this candle is going to close. So if it close like around the same level or a bit below this level, right here, see this and this, they are the same level closed. So I can simply use this one. I don't need to use this one. I can simply use this one as my order block. If the body can close above this high, I don't need to use this one as my order block. We need to close above the hourly gap. That is the best case of scenario, brother. If it close above the hourly gap. No, you are not watching any video, brother. You are watching the live stream. So you have to watch the video. That video is all about the water block. Man. It's not a video, it's a live stream where I'm talking about the live price action. Where I'm talking about the every kind of scenario or every kind of price action, not the water block. Okay. So I hope you'll get the point. I'm just putting the link here. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. Otherwise, just let this go, brother. If you have the urgency to learn it, then you will watch this video. If you don't have the urgency to learn this, you will skip that video. Simple. Hey, neon wave traders, how are you, brother? Trades, how are you, man? Not live streaming, it's a video, brother. It's a video. You have to watch that video where I only talk about the water block, just the water block. and you have to watch that one. So you will understand why that is not the word block. Yeah, man. Yesterday was the 2 years anniversary of the live streaming. 1st of October, actually. No, it's not the water block, brother. I clearly told that it's not the water block. Anybody can mark the water block now? I will not read the name. I promise, brother. By Allah, I'm promising. I'm not reading who is writing the water block, which candle you are predicting. So just let me know, and you will learn. So please let me know where is your water block. Thank you, Tevin. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. 9:55 a.m. candle water block. 9:55 a.m. candle. 9:55 a.m. candle. Okay. Anybody else can tell me which one is the water block? 9:56, 9:55, 9:49, 9:49, 9:49. This one, no, it's not the water block, by the way. Okay, whatever. I don't know who actually marked this one. I'm not reading the name. This is the best 1000 times best water block that has been validated as a water block after this candle close. By the way, as it has traded the open, so I will mark the open. Okay, so I'll mark another line. I love to do it as an hindsight. Oh, it didn't trade the open, by the way. At the same time, guys, here we have the market structure shift. You can see here, which is our best 22 YT model as well. You can see this is the market structure shift. So this is the 22 YT model as well. Okay, the best 22 YT model ever. The market structure shift. This is the fair value gap. Just change the color. Let me check if there is any SMT or not, because it is also important to see there is an SMT or not. There is no SMT, I guess. No, there is no SMT, so I don't need to look for the SMT. This is the liquidity taken over here. After taking the liquidity, make a swing high, which is the best swing high to shift the market structure. I got the market structure shift. Immediate reaction from the fair value gap. See this fair value gap. Higher time frame is the hourly bullish fair value gap. As I don't have the the liquidity here. I don't have the liquidity here. I'd love to mark the last fair value gap around this area, which can be the target. So something like this. From here, stop loss has to be below this low, which has cleared the liquidity. I'm not able to do that. Why? Because the stop loss is gonna be 73 handle. So what I can do, I can maximum take my risk until 20 handle. So I'll put it over here. But remember, the stop loss has to be here. This is the problem. If you don't want to take the trade, you are good to go. But I'm not interested to take the entry where the stop loss is bigger. So in this type of situation, if I feel like I have to take the entry, then I actually put my stop loss around 20 handle, which is going to cover the gap. The candle has built the gap. Let me actually remove this one from 1 minute chart, which has been covered the gap. And of course, after clearing 20 handle partial, where is the 20 handle? So that will be the 20 handle. That should be the partial. Always remember, okay, this should be your partial already, and target can be this area after taking the partial around 20 handle. So I'll just mark it as a 20 handle partial, and target should be there, as I don't have the liquidity, by the way. At the same time, please look over here, this high and that high, what it has done. Whenever you will see this, be very happy by seeing this. If you see this, I'm just going to remove the partial level, but remember you have to take the partial by that candle, which is the 20 handle. By the way, if you take the entry from the order block, okay, then your stop partial will be here. That will be your partial if you take the entry from the order block. So I'll just keep this one as my partial level, okay, from taking the entry from the order block, as I was talking about the order block from the beginning. That should be the partial. If you hold your trade above this line, that is your responsibility. And if you don't mind, I would love to mark the order block line from the opening. It's my OCD satisfaction or something like that. But that would be the 20 handle from this line, okay? So remember that. But I'm marking the opening as in my order block because it actually traded the opening of that order block. I love to do that. Manu, you didn't watch the video. You will never get this as an order block. First watch the video, then you will get it. I just told you this is the best order block. That is your partial, 20 handle partial. That was not the order block. That was not the order block. You got stopped out. That was the order block. You got your partial, at least the partial. So you have to watch the video first, brother. I think my point is very clear over here. Whoever didn't watch the video, you will never get the order block. How did I tell this the best order block? I just told that this is the best order block. So I'm showing you the price action. I don't care about other people. I don't care about anyone else. Whoever is showing you the ICT concepts, I believe most of them are just doing it. They don't know what they're doing. Okay, I mean, you know to whom I'm meaning. Okay, they are really big YouTubers, but I don't think so. They're showing you the real price action. When I told you this is the best order block, I gave you the real example of the best order block. The real example of the best order block. So yeah, of course you have to watch that video because I didn't hide anything to that specific video. This is that video. I'm going to share one more time the link, which is just here. And the man who actually asked me about this video, premium and discount, please watch this video, okay? I don't remember his name. What is his name? Please watch this video. This is all about the premium and discount. And this is the order block. Not 100%. I was not able to put all the information in one video because you can see it's already one hour. So I actually put 60% of the information. I'm be very what to say, I mean, honest over here. Not 100%, but this is more than enough. I'm going to put that link here one more time. Whoever is interested to learn about the order block, you guys can watch this video. It will help you to understand the order block. That should be the partial, and then your stop loss you can put it to the break even. It's up to you, man, but I don't care. If you take the entry from the 22 YT model, you should have taken the partial already. Okay, so from the 22 YT model, it has given you 30 handle. You have already taken the partial from 22 YT model as well as from the order block. From both of the area, you have got your partial, and then you will get stopped out or not. I don't care about that. All I care about the partial. That's all, brother. By the way, as I'm actually doing the 22 YT model only, just keep over here. After clear the partial, your stop loss should be at the break even. You are not still get stopped out. Okay, you are not stopped out yet. So let's see if it can give you the full profit or not. I will keep it until this -2 standard deviation, which is near about 50 handle. So I'll keep it until there. And remember, sorry, it is not the order block. It should be the partial level. So let's see if it can give you the full profit or it stop you out beforehand. So we'll see that now. Those people who actually, I'm working with the 22 YT model. So this is the 22 YT model has been marked on my chart. I'm not talking about this word block. This is for the reference. I was asking you guys to understand that how many people are able to mark the real word block. Just because of that, I marked that word block. I'm not working with the word block. I'm working with the 22 YT model. This is the best 22 YT model ever. Market structure shift, immediate reaction to the fair value gap with no actually no SMT. If there was SMT, that would be the best. Liquidity has been cleared here. Used the 1 hour fair value gap. This is the partial. That should be the target by putting the stop loss exactly to the break even until there is a gap. While there will be a gap, you will be able to move your stop loss below that gap. Until there is no gap, you should hold your stop loss to the break even. And I'm targeting this line just because I don't have any buy side liquidity. If I had the buy side liquidity, I could hold the trade as long as I want. As I don't have any buy side liquidity, I'm going to use my target, that -2 standard deviation. I'm going to use it as my target. I already deserved the boom because it has already given you 30 handle. Your stop loss is 20 handle. Your it has already given you 1:1. I don't look for 1:2 or something like that. I always care for 20 handle portion. Why should I give? I deserve some, guys. Please. Why aren't you considering the 930 open as buy side liquidity? I see equal highs there, brother. That's too far. This 930 open is too far. Here, I know that you are talking about here, which is the all-time high. This is the all-time high. Okay. So if I take an entry here and hold my trade here around there, which is 120, 28 handle. It's for the runner trader. I'm not a runner trader. I don't like to see the runner. So 500 handle, 200 handle. No, I don't look for that. For me, 20 to 40 handle is more than enough for being profitable. So I love to hold my trade for 20 to, after clearing the liquidity around 20 handle, I love to hold my trade 40, 50 handle, something like that. Don't like to hold the runner. Okay, now I got actually two boom. Thank you, Abab and Derek. By the way, any of you took that entry? Suziban, I took the order block entry, brother. Boom. Okay, Suziban, did you mark that same specific candle? And what did you mark here? Okay, I'm asking, brother, please don't mind. Suziban, I'm asking you specifically, which one you have marked? This one or that one as your order block? And here, which one you have marked as your order block? Marquis, I don't need to ask you the question because I know that you have marked this one as your order block. There is no question to you. Okay, so I, of course, you'll get your boom. You are the best. You are better than me to mark the order block. 1,000 times better than me, by the way. Thank you, Abba, for that penguin, by the way, brother. Okay, Manu, you have got the boom as well, but you actually just push the button without knowing why you are pushing the button. I believe so. If you push the button from the water block, but if you push the button from 22 IT model, good for you, brother. I mentioned it earlier. The correct one, 9:55 AM water block. 9:50. Okay, that will be my stop out, by the way. 9:50. Yeah, that is the water block. I was asking you here, brother. Around 9:43. 9:43. Okay. I did the 22. Yeah, then you did the good job, brother. It is the week that traded 1 minute fair value gap. Yes. What is about that? Mickey, what is about that, brother? Order block boom. Okay, RS, congratulations, brother. Now I am stopped out. Did you take the partial, Tevin? My question is, did you take the partial or not? I was in the entry with little money, so partial is not logic. I stopped out at break even. Still, congratulations, Madi. You didn't take any loss, but I hope you got the point. I know that you didn't believe the shit, but yeah, it's okay. But still, you are in break even, so I appreciate that, man. 9:41 came correct order block earlier because 9:43 candle had a long week. Absolutely, that is the reason, Suziban. You should not say that because otherwise people are too lazy. They will not watch that video. So please don't tell me the reason. And I'm happy that you have marked this one as your order block. Thank you, brother. Tevin, that's cool, brother. Tevin, don't get depressed, brother, because you got stripped out to the break even after taking the partial. This is the way to play this game. Partial will make you the profitable. Partial is the thing that will make you profitable. So if you are extremely lucky, that will hit your extreme target. If you are not extremely lucky, then you will get stopped out to the break even. I don't see any logic to put the stop loss still over here after cleared the partial, because if I get stopped out, all my partial is gonna be gone. I don't want to do that. Take the partial, put the stop loss to the break even. You are profitable already. This market will keep giving you the entry opportunity. Can anyone tell me that what is the new order block over here? Anyone can tell me that which one is the real order block now? No drawdown today, only green, but I know that you are not going to stop, Manu. That is the problem. You have to stop. Previously, you are not able to stop. I don't know about now. We have an SMT. Where is the SMT dull? Okay, now we have the SMT as well. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Absolutely, that's awesome. Now we have the SMT as well. Let's see if it can provide another opportunity. Now we have the SMT as well. Thank you, sis. Okay. Did I have a question? I would like to know why you always take 20 points as partial. Do you have any reason to take 20? Nice question, sister. I really appreciate it. In 2022, when I have first started to study the ICT concepts, in that area, ICT keep saying that we were used to trade the ES around that area, okay? Not Nasdaq, ES. So ICT keep saying that close your trade with the low hanging fruit, which is going to be 5 handle. That is called low hanging fruit. Wherever your low hanging fruit, close it if it is at least 5 handle. Don't hold your trade. Be consistent with 5 handle. Every day 5 handle. You will be profitable. So I was very much interested to close my trade, not partial, to close my trade exactly at 5 handle. That makes some kind of sense to me, that the lower I will target, the more profit I will get from this market. The more or the higher I will target, the less profit I will get. So when we actually convert from ES to NQ, ICT mentioned 20 handle. Actually, he first mentioned 10 handle. Later, he told 20 handle. Okay, so in according to him, 20 handle is a very strong point for being profitable. And I was strict with 20 handle. And so far until now, you guys keep listening that I'm saying 20 handle, 20 handle, 20 handle, 20 handle. That is the only reason. Okay, so I am kind of biased by ICT himself by listening him to say 20 handle. I don't have any specific reason, by the way. So I believe if the market go against your entry more than 20 handle, that's not logical to hold the trade. Better get stopped out and try to re-entry. 20 handle is a very algorithmic price, okay, according to ICT himself. By the way, I was asking you guys, can anyone tell me which is the real order block now? Now, okay, not previously. Forget about everything previously. So those people who have watched this video, I'm asking to them to tell me what is the order block now. This video, and depending on that video, which is according to the 22 YT model. Can you tell me which one is the order block now? Up 10, 11. Okay. Anyone else? We have female trader here. That's good, Chitu. We are seeing changes. I really appreciate, because yeah, some of my sisters are here and they're doing good. They're learning. I'm really happy. And yes, something is changing. 10, 10, 10, 10. No, it's not the water block, by the way. It's not the water block. This is the water block. 10, 11 is the water block. 10, 10 is not the water block. That can be consecutive water block depending on the candle close. So if the candle close above both of these candles, then you can say this is the consecutive water block. But specifically, if you ask me which one is the water block, that is the water block. 10, 11 is the water block. Not yet. I mean, the body close above this line, then Until now, it's not the order block, by the way. Depending on the closing of the candle, I have to say which one is the order block. But if I go specific, then 10, 11 is the order block. For example, the candle will close one tick above this candle. This is the order block, not that one. This is the order block. But if the candle closes above both of these candles, then this two is the consecutive order block. I hope you guys got your reply, because this is the candle that has traded the fair value gap. This is the only down close candle that has traded the fair value gap. There is no other candle that has traded this gap. Brother, you are wrong. This is the candle we have seen that has traded this 1 minute fair value gap. Now you have to again, I have to say you watch this video, and this video is the answer of this candle why it's not the order block. Why this candle has closed? Did it close above this candle? No. Is this order block? No. Why? Which is your order block? This is your order block, and this is the best order block. That all. I'm going to remove this one and going to show you the entry from this order block. I'm not asking any of you to take the entry. I'm just showing you. Stop loss, again, it has to be below this candle, which is 33 candle. I'm not able to do that. So what I'm able to do, I will put it here and will try to take my entry from the opening. Okay, so this is the opening actually, to see if it is 20 handle or not. So this is from the opening, and we'll mark this as my entry from here. Why? Because I'm not able to put my stop loss below this low from the high of this candle. I'm not able to do that. So that is why I have to take the risk. If I would love to take that entry, put the stop loss over here around 20 handle by taking the entry from the opening, just to minimize my losses. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to get a huge loss. Instead of that, I will take a very small loss and I'll be happy with that. Same kind of logic here, 20 handle partial. Around here, that should be the partial. Target is the same logical area here. All I will watch, can the market close or go below this low? Because I know my stop loss has to be below that low. As I'm not able to do that, so I have covered the high of this gap by my stop loss, just the high of this gap, to see, okay, it didn't actually work, it stopped me out over here, to see can it go, fail to go over here, take re-entry over here. Do you understand my logic? I'm happy with that 20 handle loss. If this market keep falling and stop me out here, for example here, I will take 28 handle. Why you are thinking like that? Because it is respecting the 50% of the opening gap. Still, I believe that it will go through this, but I can't take the huge risk. Now, if you follow the rules, where should be your stop loss? Below here. I'm not able to do that. But that is why I'm going for that 20 handle, by believing that it is going to trade the high of this gap and then it will keep going higher. If I get stopped out here, that means I've missed the opportunity. So I will wait this candle again close above the order block. This is the high above that order block to take re-entry. If it go below and take this low, that means I don't have any opportunity to take the entry from the order block, for example. Okay, this is just for the example. That is why I don't push the button in this type of area, because I am not agree with here 28 handle. I'm not agree with that. And if I do that, you will start to judge me, brother, it didn't work. No, man, you are doing some kind of violation over here. What is the first violation you are doing? You should put your stop loss 2 tick below this order block. You didn't do that, so you are violating the rules over here. If you would love to take that entry, you have to take like this way, 28 handle. If I do that, then I will be able to take re-entry. That is in my mind. If this market really would love to go higher, it will go again above that order block to give me re-entry, and then I will take the re-entry if I get the opportunity. If it doesn't do that, keep falling, it will take this low, I will have no other opportunity. So I will be happy with that 20 handle loss. But I'm not interested to hold my trade by depending on the perfect setup. 28 handle risk. No, I'm not interested to do that. I hope you guys got the point. No, nothing has been violated, brother. This is the low of that candle. It should not go 2 tick below that low. See this candle low? It should not go 2 tick below this low. If it go that, then this is the violated. This order block has been failed. Otherwise, it is still holding the market. And here, this is my re-entry opportunity while this market will go above this line. If it go above that line, that is my opportunity. Why it has been fallen until that area? you have missed one more point. There is the min threshold of that order block. This is the min threshold. What happened over here? One body has closed below the order block. Look over here. One body has closed below this order block. The very next body closed above the min threshold of that order block. See here. So it actually fall here to trade the min threshold. It will close on tick above this line. That is my re-entry opportunity wherever it will close. I'm not waiting to retest this order block. No, I'm not waiting for that. This is the best order block ever. The best order block ever around here. Sorry, around here. This is the best order block. But I told you, just let's see, I'll show you that. No, Manu, please don't add something here, man. Please. If you think this is important, keep it with yourself. I don't accept anything over here which you'd love to add. I'm not interested to do that, brother. Please try to understand me. Archana, please watch this video. I'm going to refer the video only today. Please watch this video, order block. That video. You want the link? I can share the link. See this fall, a bit fall, okay? That is my re-entry over there. Here, when it will fall a bit, okay? That is my re-entry. What I'm going to do around this area, I have to cover the min threshold just by one tick, by believing that this market is not coming back again to the min threshold. Same thing here. Partial is around 20 handle, wherever 20 handle. As you can see, it's just below this fair value cap. So I will hold the trade here. After getting a loss, I'll just hold it here. Just a second. So if I took the entry over here, for example, I took the entry over here, I got a stop out where I should not get a stop out. Remember one thing, my stop loss has to be here. You will never get stopped out. That is the rules. I don't want to go more than 20 handle. So I got, maybe for example, I got stopped out here. The candle has closed above the high of this order block. The very next, as it went too far, right? Too far. I will wait for another candle to go a bit lower. I will take re-entry, cover the min threshold by 20 handle, and then I will hold my trade for 20 handle partial, or as long as you want to hold it after taking the partial. That is how I would love to trade this market. See this gap over here. Look at this gap. This is my unfilled gap. I don't want to see this gap is going to be filled 100% by the next candle. Okay, by one or two candle, it is not going to fill this gap 100%. Okay, if it leave the gap open here, you will see the speed toward the buy side liquidity or toward the high or whatever it is. If it leave even one tick open of this gap, just one tick open of this gap, that is kind of speed toward the run. If it fill this gap 100%, which is here already, then I will wait for the new unfilled gap. New unfilled gap. That means it will make another unfilled gap. Maybe it will fall a bit lower, no problem. Then it will make the unfilled gap. Here, putting my stop loss below this min threshold, why it is logical to me? Because this market should not come back again to this min threshold. Can it come back? Sometimes it come and stop me out again. I'll be happy with that to get that stop out. But it should not come back again to this min threshold. That is the logic. That is why my stop loss should be safe over here. Here, I put my stop loss tight because I should put it below there. But this is the logical level now to put the stop loss. The very logical level here to put the stop loss. Now think about that order block entry. Remember this order block, that order block entry? Your stop loss is below this area. For example, the exact location where you should put your stop loss. You have already got your partial over there. Just over there. You have got your very nice, beautiful partial. If you put your stop loss exactly over where you should put. Why I put it here? Because I wanted to see the high of this gap will hold the market and send it higher. What happened here? Exactly what that I was expecting. Just wick did the damage by T. It did the damage. I'm absolutely okay with that. I'm observing this market. Can it take this low? Can it take this low? No, it didn't. It failed. Re-entry. take re-entry. When the body will close above this line, any kind of fall up toward your order block, take the re-entry over there. Here is no 22 YT model system, unfortunately. In this place, there is no 22 YT model. First of all, you should not look for the buy. That is the first thing. You should not look for the buy. I'm seeing that if it can reach over here, but there is no buy side liquidity, there is nothing. I'm expecting it will trade at least this gap and then maybe it will fall. But remember, when this market is below this line, I'm more interested to think about a sell. So it is actually no buy setup. If there was a buy side liquidity, I could look for the buy entry. As there is no buy side liquidity, I'm not thinking that this is a bullish market. It is a bearish market. First of all, when it came here, I needed to take the the reaction, not the reversal, reaction from there, from the water block, the reaction. How far this reaction can go? Maybe until this line, which I'm expecting it will give me the reaction until this line, at least this line. As well as we can see on my right hand side over here, it is now trading that 15-minute bearish gap. So when I am again, when it will come here, if it come here, I will start to frame the sell because I'm looking for sell. I'm not interested to look for buy. My buy is valid above this line according to the logic. So if I would love to go for the bias, the buy is now valid above this line. Market has done the manipulation which was needed to me. So I just took the reaction from there because I was not able to frame the sell while the 50-minute candle closed below this line. I was not able to take the sell here. So what I have done, I have taken the buy here, which I am expecting just the reaction until the 50-minute candle doesn't close above this line. So how far it will go, I have no idea. I'm just predicting it is coming to this last parallel gap as well as that -2 standard deviation. That is a very logical level to me. So I'm predicting it will come over here. That is why I'm framing all of this buy. Otherwise, I'm not bullish. I'm not taking interested to take the buy until the 50-minute candle close above this line. Is that clear to you, sister? Look, this gap is not the unfilled gap. So what I have found, another gap here. Okay, I'm not sure it is going to leave that gap or not. If there is another gap, let me actually check if it can make the gap. I'll just write it down and then later I'll remove if it. Okay, there is no gap actually. If there was a gap, then I would love to wait for that gap as an unfilled gap. When it will make the next gap as an, I will look for that as an unfilled gap. Guys, is not my point clear? All of these buys that I'm marking here, just the expectation that it will come here to this gap. I'm not bullish. My bias is not bullish. I'm not bullish. My bull run will be above this line again. Until then, I'm not bullish. I'm expecting that this market will come here and then it will start to reverse again. This is just my expectation. All I need to do is I have to catch the reaction from here. When I found the 22 YT model exactly over here, that was in a very specific area, hourly bullish fair value gap, the lower quadrant of the opening gap. Then you see the manipulation was there, so I was needed to catch the reaction from there. So that is the area where I should think about the reaction catching. How long this reaction will happen, I have no idea. I'm not bullish. I'm not thinking it is going to take the high it left here. It is not going to take that high. I'm expecting, just my expectation, it will come until this gap, which is aligned with the -2 standard deviation. It will tap to this line, then it will start to fall again if the 50-minute candle failed to close above this line. So any kind of buy you are trying to frame here, according to 22 YT model, is baseless, is biasless. Is that clear, brother? So how can I avoid too big stop loss? By not pushing the button. This is the only way to avoid the big stop losses, or to take an entry from the area. For example, if I ask, if you like, let me remove all of these things. Let me remove them, okay, so that it can be easier for you to understand. This is just for the Cuba, no nobody else. This is just for Cuba. You're thinking that this is the best order block. Okay, this candle has validated this as an order block to avoid the how to avoid the high, I mean, biggest losses. You're thinking this market will come over here. Now your entry should be from this order block, right? From here. This is the entry. Stop loss has to be below this one. Never compromise the stop loss. If you are not able to understand the market, please don't avoid the stop losses. Don't put it tighter. So keep it here. Now, what is your maximum stop loss you are allowed to take? Now, for me, it's 2000. So what I will do, I will try to take my entry from here, around here. Okay, if the market come here, I will take the entry over there, because now my stop loss is the most logical level where I should put my stop loss. If I get the entry over here, I will take that entry. Okay, for example, and of course the partial I'll just keep it until 20 handle. Just I'll keep it like that way. For example, you got the entry here. Now, if you take a loss, it's gonna be 20 handle. So you're absolutely good with that. Then my market has given you the partial. Maybe you are holding the trade until here. I don't care about that. The problem is market sometimes didn't give you the entry. That is the way, I mean, that is the risk you are going to take here. Maybe this market will not give you the entry. Maybe. So you will miss the opportunity. But if it give you the entry, the your stop loss is very smaller. Very smaller. The next thing you can do, you can actually take the entry over here. For example, that's the thing I showed you. You will take the entry. This is more risky. If you don't understand what you are doing, you will blow your account. Then put your stop loss around your maximum area, okay, where you can actually put your stop loss, the maximum area, and put your target wherever you are thinking it will go, maybe until here. Okay, so you will take the entry, you will get stopped out over here. And then what I have shown you, the next time you will get an opportunity, take the buy from there, put your stop loss below this mid threshold, because in this type of scenario it is actually the area you should put your stop loss. Okay, so you have to cover that mid threshold. What you can do, you can just go the same thing again. Wait, when this candle, that body has closed above the order block, wait to take the entry where it support your stop loss 20 handle. Again, do the same thing. After getting that stop out, do the same thing, 20 handle partial, and let's wait if it can give you the partial at least over there, wherever is your partial. Just if it can give you that partial over there or not, by putting your stop loss in the most logical level. So this is the two way. The first way, there is a possibility you will miss the entry. The second way, there is a possibility you will take a losing trade, but you will be able to take re-entry. But the next way, or the second way I have showed you, it is all depending on your understanding of the price action. Where I showed you that first one, your stop loss has to be below this order block. The second one, you have to just cover the mean threshold, because market should not touch this mean threshold, because it has already done the job here. The mean threshold has been traded over here. So if it come back again to this mean threshold one more time, that means it has a possibility to take that low. So I don't need to worry about that low anymore. I have to just worry about that mean threshold. If it has been traded, the very next time I'll get an opportunity, I'll trail my stop loss very deep, very tight way. I'll trail my stop loss. Why? because it came very near to this mid sorry, it has been traded retraded the mid threshold. So this is the two logic you can do. Up to you, brother. By the way, I'm going to remove all of them because this market is bit consolidating right now. I'll just keep this over here. Can 1033. Why don't you use VWAP? What is VWAP, indicator? I don't know what is VWAP. If it is helpful, please use it. Right now, the price is turning around VWAP. No, I don't think so. Again, I'm not saying that it can't fall. Of course, it can fall, but I would love to see it will trade this gap at least this -2 standard deviation. That is more logical to me. I'm not okay. I don't understand anything else instead of this price action. All I understand this price action. These candles, every single candle, I just can understand them. Nothing else. So I really don't know how to use that view up and it will fall or not. I'm not saying it can't fall. I am also interested to see the fall, but first it has to come here. While it will come here, then I will start to think about the fall. So if your view up is telling that it's going to fall, of course, brother, you please frame the sell. Okay, I don't have any problem, by the way. You can of course go for that sell, and I really appreciate it, and I will write down boom for you. 20 handle partial is very good logic. Thank you, Tevin. Yeah, it's a very good logic to me actually. Yes, made lower low, closed my trade on break even. Still be happy, Mickey, because you are at the break even. Jamie, what is your question? Thank you, brother. You're most welcome. Idea where I have no idea. Your is where instead of it market. I didn't know that, brother. I can only see the market here. Candles. I just need the candles. That's all I need. I have no idea where the stop loss, everything. I have no idea. If you know how to use them, that is the benefit for you. You are actually ahead of me because you know where the which I actually don't know. I only read the market. Okay, just the candles. You see these candles one by one candle. Every single candle I'm watching. Every single candle, what they are doing, I'm watching them. I'm trying to understand: are they following the PDR? Are they following, or are they working with the what to say? I mean the algorithm. First, you can see here, market has built the market structure sheet, right? After clear the liquidity, let me just go with this and then I'll read your comment again. After clearing the liquidity, traded the hourly bullish fair value gap, gave me the beautiful market structure shape. Trade that fair value gap, went higher. Then it come back again here. Why? Because market didn't make the order block. So it came back again here to make the order block. This is the order block. I know it's a very big order block, but this is the order block. Then this market went higher, validated this order block, come back again to trade the mean threshold. After trading this mean threshold, it went above this order block again. Then it is trading to make the propulsion block. After building the propulsion block, it will make the unfilled gap. In the same time, it is engineering the liquidity. Now, before making the propulsion, unfilled gap, it can make a swing low, to take that swing low to clear the liquidity. It is not kind of obvious, but if you do that, that is the best case of scenario. In my opinion, it should not come back again to this mean threshold. As you can see here, there is a low that tried to trade that mean threshold, failed. Instead of that, it has cleared this clean lows over here. That has been cleared, which is the liquidity taken. Market has cleared the liquidity. Now I need to see an unfilled gap, and then this market will come here. So everything I'm watching over here, all of this price is actually making the liquidity or engineering the liquidity. People are saying this is a bearish market. They're saying this market is making another resistance over here. They will take the sell here, market will stop them out. That's all I'm seeing here. So this is my understanding. You guys can't hear me? Mickey, is can't you hear me? By the way, guys, I think Mickey didn't listen to me. Sorry, Mickey. I'm watching. Oh, okay. One more thing I'm watching here. How this this line can stop the market. That means the 50-minute candle, I would love to see that it will respect this line, which is the new midnight open. So I would love to see the body is going to close above this line. That is also I'm interested to see. Mic is getting quiet at times, but some issues on wires. Let me check. Okay, I just re-entered the. Sorry, sorry guys, if you can't hear me. Now, if you ask me, is this a good price action? Absolutely not. So what happened? Market open 9:30, fall. Just it has fallen, boom, and now it is consolidating. That is why I told that I don't have any bias today. No bias. Yes, I can frame some sell while this market will close below this line, which is here. I can frame some sell if it provide me some selling opportunity. For example, if it would come here around this area, I would start to think about the sell. It is now trading the 50-minute big gap. See this 50-minute big gap, but I'm really not interested to think about the sell from here, from this gap. Instead of that, I really prefer to see it will come here, then it will start to fall again. I'm not bullish today. I clearly told that I'm not bullish today at the beginning. Here, I just told that it's kind of forcing the market. The best case of scenario, if it come here, then buy. That is the best, which is the lowest probable thing actually. So what I have done, I framed you a bull reaction, not the reversal. It is not going to take the all-time high. I never tell that. I never, even there was the buy side liquidity. Did I ever say that? It is going for that? No, I didn't. What I told, as I don't have the buy side liquidity, I would love to see it will come to this gap. More importantly, this -2 standard deviation. That is a high probability this market will come over here. If it can come over here, that is the best case of scenario, and then I will start to frame the sell. Otherwise, I'm not bullish at all. My bullish will be again, it will happen if the market can close above this line. Then, because what is the reason? Because you don't listen to me very carefully. That is a problem, okay? See this line, this -2 standard deviation. What did I say? If the body close above this line, daily candle, it is close above this line, I will look for that one. If it doesn't close, I will wait for some kind of retracement before going higher. So every day I'll keep looking for sell, keep looking for sell until some kind of specific period to be traded. After that, I will start to look for buy again. Until then, I will just observe this candle. That is why today is not a day for me to look for the bias. I don't know how this candle is going to close. Is it going to close above this line? Is it going to close below this line? I have no idea. If it closes below this line, I will wait for some kind of reaction. Maybe until this water block. Maybe until there will be a fair value gap. It will trade that. I will wait for that gap to be traded. Then I will start to look for buy again. But I have to wait for that candle to confirm, is it bullish until that area, or is it going to respect that line for a bit, okay, just for a while. It will just react from there. So that is why when I'm in 15-minute chart, now I'm in 15-minute chart, this is that same line over here. Market fall, came to this hourly gap. So let me actually go to the hourly gap. Instead of that, let me come here. It came to this hourly gap. I tried to catch the reaction, just the reaction. I'm not bullish. Can it keep falling? If it do that, I'm happy with that. I don't have any problem with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. But no buy is valid without that reaction, because this is no bias day. I don't have the bias. Is that clear, guys? What I have done, or what I have shown you, some boom from my 1 minute chart. You have found your boom. Nobody can deny that, either from the water block or from the 22 white model. Both of them has given you some profit. So if I go from here to here, it's near about 40 handle run. Maybe you have taken 20 handle run and then got stopped out. Be happy with that. You don't need to force the market. There is no buy side liquidity. Come on, man, try to understand that. As I told, if it could come here, I would start to look for sell. But as it didn't come here, I am not really interested to claim a sell here. I am not interested to do that. So I'll let this go, and I will just observe this low. If this low is taken, all kind of buy will be gone from my mind. So I'll not take any kind of buy anymore if this low is taken, because this is the origin low of the whole price action. No worries, Anthony. No worries, brother. At the beginning, I have explained everything, brother. Actually, whatever is you are seeing here, everything was predicted. Every single thing was predicted. You can rewatch, brother. By the way, guys, this is one of the best. What to say? I mean, the inverse gap. I'm not asking any of you to take the entry, but this is one of the best inverse gap. The best inverse gap. Now tell me that if I was interested to push the button, for example, if what should be my stop loss? Is it here? I would never, ever put my stop loss over there. I would put my stop loss just below that candle, one tick below that candle. Why? If I'm believing this is the best inverse gap, nobody should close below this constant prospect. Yes, sometimes weak did the damage, so I can't simply put my stop loss over here. I can't do that because weak will did the damage. You see here, we did the damage around this area. So the weak can do the damage over here. What I will do, I'll put my stop loss below this. Now it is also very what to say, I mean, the risky. Why? Because this market can simply fall maybe until the low, and then the body will close above the constant enforcement. So it is also risky for me. So what I will do, I'll put my stop loss below this low, just below that low. Why? If it doesn't respect the constant encroachment and stop me out with like for 1200 or something like that, I will be very happy to get that small losses, and I'll say, okay, that was the best inverse gap but didn't work. So I'm not interested to hold this trade until this low. It is illogical to me. It was best to me. I put my stop loss in the most logical level, 1200 loss. I'm very happy with that. Now it will go higher. I don't give a shit. Why? Because it didn't work the way I was expecting it will work. It didn't do like that. So I'll not go for that trade from this area. Those people are looking for the water block here around this area, or you are asking about the water block. The water block is gone. There is no more water block. You can't think about the water block. All you have to look for now, the unfilled gap and the inverse gap I showed you last day, that you will get the expansion toward the liquidity. By the way, I don't have any liquidity. That is one of the most important things. So this is the kind of bearish market. It can keep falling until the next level or wherever it wants to go. If there was a liquidity, I would say that this is extremely bullish. That is the best, sorry, that is the area to take the entry. That was a beautiful inverse gap, by the way, but it didn't. That is the problem. If you have bias, you are very specific, you are very beautiful. I mean, you can go with so much confidence. Oh man, I'm going to get the profit. If you don't have the bias, it is kind of 50-50, and market is not reaching in a certain level, you are not able to take the sell, you are not able to take the buy. First it came to the certain level, we were able to take the buy. Now did it reach in a certain level? No, it didn't. Yeah, I agree with you, it has traded the 50-minute bearish gap, but in a very lower time frame, that is the most logical level. It's random to me from 1 minute chart. Very random to me. So I really don't appreciate this market will fall from this area. I don't appreciate it. So I would love to see it will go higher, come here, and then it will fall. If it doesn't do that, am not able to frame any kind of sell. That's all. Yesterday market didn't make any new opening gap. Actually check it. New opening gap. Okay. There is no new opening gap today. I didn't know that. And I'm really so tired to talk about a lot of things over here. How many of you are bullish today? I'm sorry, green today. Okay, I think those guys actually got the reply why it's not a bull market, why it's not a bear market. There is no bias. That is the thing I have explained at the beginning. I hope you guys actually got the point over here. I'm just going to close this poll. Instead of that, I would love to uh, talk about, I'm sorry, start another poll. See how many of you are actually green and how many of you are red. What is the uh, green, red, gray? Gray means you are at the break even. Then I would love to ask you, all of you guys, to vote over here because you should be green. You should be green. If you are not green, either you didn't watch me from the beginning or you just are over trader. That's all, brother. Because we have framed beautiful setup at the beginning of the session. You should not keep trading, keep trading, keep trading. You nobody can be right 100% of the time. All of this price action. It's not possible. Please vote over here. I would love to close my stream actually right now. But I need to know. I started around 8:30. Okay, so it's been near about 2.5 hours already. So I really would love to close the stream right now. But before closing, I really would love to ask you guys to vote over here to see how many of you are green. And if you didn't take any trade or you are at the break even, just comment on the gray. I'm really requesting to all of you guys, please do that. I'm not able to take any kind of sell. I'm interested to think about a buy yet. I'm still interested to think about the buy until it's not taken or this market is not falling too far. Okay, so I'm really interested to think about the buy now, which provide any ways. Above, you have to ask me the question very fast because I will close my stream exactly at 11:01. I ask you or I request all of you guys, please vote over here. 71% are green. I don't know who pushed the green over here. Whoever is green, congratulations, brother. I want you to I want to ask you a question. Is T2 helpful for you? Please write. Let me know before closing the stream to the comment box. Is T2 is helpful to understand or to sharing the information over here. And it is easier for you to understand the price action because you are with T2. This is just a feedback to me. I'm not asking that I'm 100% right. Always I will provide you the winning trade, nothing. Just simple question. Is it helpful to be with me? If it is, let me know to the comment box. If it is not, just write down no. Okay, yes, 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 bro. You cleared a lot of doubts. Thank you, Ava. Always thank you, Jamie. Helpful as hell. It is the best of the best. Okay. Too much. Okay. Tito Wizard is the best wizard in the world. I'm the wizard, by the way. Just kidding. If you were not helpful, I would not be here. Of course, you are helpful. Thank you, Sudivan. That's big uh, compliment, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Aiko, thank you so much, brother. Time lapse. Yes, thank you. Dulge, my sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aris, thank you, man. Sevin, brother, you are clearing, sorry, you are changing life with your explanation and content. Thank you so much, Sevin. Sevin, I think you are new here actually. So first try to last here at least 5 months and then comment. I believe you are new. Okay, if you are not new, then I will withdraw my comment. I believe you are new here. I'll be with you, brother. Thank you, Aiko. Wizard always right. Jamie, big compliment. You are with me for nearly 2 years now, if I'm not wrong. But thank you so much, brother. Chaturika, nice name, by the way. Chaturika Rathayanka. Where are you from, brother? Nice name. RP. Hey, RP. I miss your boom, penguin boom. I have learned so much from you over the last years or so. Tito knows. Thank you, Neon. Great compliment for me, brother. Can you explain what balancing a fair value gap means? Only question I have. BPR, balance price range. Just before closing it, just before closing, okay? Balanced price range. There is another balanced, okay? These two video, if I'm not wrong, I have made it like 2 years ago. I don't talk about this. Not it. I mean, maybe around that area, I talked about this 2 to 3 days maximum, if I'm not mistaken, on live streaming. These two, if you focus over here, balanced price range. Just remember one word, brother. I don't give a shit whoever told you what they have told you. If you focus over here, the rest of the ICT concepts will be gone from your head. You will never understand what is happening on the price. This too is kind of distracting you. It is important to be distracted from the price action. Balanced price range. If you're asking me the same thing, actually, if we are talking the same thing, balanced price range. If you focus over here, you will be distracted from the ICT concepts. So this too is important to understand how not to be distracted from the price action. And the thing I am trying to say you is avoid balanced price range. Don't try to learn it. What is that? I know people always are attracted by the negative things. Okay, if I say you please don't go over there, you will try to go over there. If I tell you don't do it, you will do it. This is the human nature. So I'm saying you for your good. If you focus on balanced price, if any of you watch these two videos, you are doing or you are killing your knowledge. Okay, if any of you watch these two videos, you will kill your knowledge. That's all. In short, okay, thank you so much guys for everything. I'm going to close my stream for today, at least for now, and around the PM session, if I find something, I'll come around the PM session. Otherwise, I will be here around tomorrow again, okay, with the new price action. Thank you so much guys for being over here, and see you tomorrow. Until then, cheers guys.